Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you're new. Today we're looking at the brand new track, the LA Coliseum. So far, from what I've seen, this track looks absolutely amazing. Like, the detail around the football stadium is absolutely crazy to me. Like, it just looks so good. Like, you can see just where it all says LA Coliseum here. The football stadium itself looks great altogether. I'm not great with the camera, just to let you know, so... But yeah, the whole stadium looks phenomenal with the track inside of it and everything. So I haven't driven the track yet. I've heard that it's like super tiny. Obviously, it looks real small. It's inside of a football stadium. It'll be real interesting to see how it actually drives with all these cars. I'm gonna try the late model here, and then I'll try the modifieds and the street stocks maybe, because I feel like those would be the best actual short track cars for this place. I don't know. I haven't looked through any of the cameras either. They have TV1, which actually looks like a decent stand view. Blimp looks crazy at this track. It's like straight up in the air. But overall, this track looks like a lot of fun. But I'm gonna jump out there, see what we can do, get into the LA Coliseum. There is one, right? Yeah. Get into this, fix setup, see how this thing drives. Right now I'm in a late model. I just want to see how this goes. Oh god, pit lane is really weird. That's going to be hell with a lot of people on track trying to get in and out. These corners look super tight. Third gear might actually be better. Seems like you can get up on the accelerator more, get up off the corner quicker. Definitely going to be revving out at the end of these corners. So far, this car feels really natural to me at this track. 14.6 so far. Because short track racing is just a lot of fun in my opinion. I like doing it. I really think it's going to be hard to pass with how tight these corners are, and it's all flat too. There's no banking. Somebody's either going to have to overshoot their corner, or you just have to bump them out the way, one or the other, dive bomb them in. There's going to be a lot of wrecks here for sure. But there isn't any official races up with this track right now. I was going to jump into a hosted, but I wanted to try a couple different cars as well. So, figure I'll just go into a test session. Right now I got like late afternoon time on it right now. And like 30% track wear, which I don't think really matters too much. So far it seems pretty decent though. Running like low 15s now. We're in like a 14.669, which isn't bad, it seems like. I don't know what would be a fast time here. I hit the wall. Do a few laps here. Ran a 7 on that one. If you miss your braking zone, though, it's going to overshoot the corner so quickly and go out into the wall. But yeah, it's crazy just looking at the Coliseum. It'd be really cool to come see a race here overall, because you can see how close these seats are. And just how high it goes, you would have a good view of the track anywhere. Just like a football stadium, basically. If you go to a football stadium, just watch the game, you can be in the 300s and see the game just fine. It'd be really cool seeing the entrance and stuff for the Clash. Because all the guys, I think, are going to be walking down the Coliseum stairs right there. I think that's going to be the like stage for them, like walking down for name calling and stuff. I honestly don't know how many people are in the Clash race and everything this year. I haven't paid too much attention yet, but it's coming up on the 6th, I believe. But I think that's going to be really interesting to see on how that goes. Because I would try the next-gen car out here, but I've heard that they still haven't fixed the next-gen brakes. So I really don't want to go here and just overshoot every corner or have to let off literally halfway down the straightaway. Because these straightaways are really long. It's like a short Martinsville in a way. Corners are a lot tighter. Ran a 660 there, not bad. But these cars feel a lot of fun here, like a lot of fun. I can't wait for next season when everything starts to actually have these in the actual races. That will be a lot of fun. Let's go see some of those laps, see how that went. I ran decent times for a little bit. Go back out to where we started. But these corners are so tight. You have to get way down there, have a really early apex, or like not early, like mid apex, but like you want to get down there and block your line if you're in a race. But it'd definitely be a lot of fun, a lot of beating and banging. I definitely feel like you could have a later apex here and have a better straightaway exit. I don't think I was having very good exit speed. I might have been getting down too early. But I was also trying to get really low down towards the inside wall. Because when I was going, you could hear me hitting the rumble strips down there, like the little rumbling that they have way at the bottom, down by the wall. You could see it there. But overall, this track looks really clean. It should be a lot of fun, and with a lot of cars out on track here, it'd be kind of crazy, I feel like. It'll just be really hectic. But I'm going to go jump into a... I don't know if I want to do SK Modified or Touring Modified. I think I'll just do Touring Modified because I think they're a little quicker. And see how they run here. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, we are back here in the Touring Modified. I need to get into the LA Coliseum setup. And let's see how these things drive. I haven't drove a modified in a minute. It's been a while since I've drove a modified. I used to love them because you could see the wheels turning on them, and I just really love that fact for some reason. Like, just open wheel cars are so cool like that because I'm not used to it. I'm so used to the stock cars where you don't see anything. Alright, let's see how these things drive here. They should have a lot of horsepower, so might actually spin out in these things here. The late models didn't seem like they were really loose at all, which is good. Oh, I'm in the wall. Definitely running faster. I'm already like a second faster on that lap. They have a lot more horsepower going down these straightaways, but you have to get on the brakes really fast. But I think like a really long race in one of these or something would be really fun. I saw that they had planned, like on the actual things you can click for like official racing, they had the Clash for the next gen car. I don't remember, I think it said like 150 laps or something like that here. I'm like, that looks crazy. I don't know if I want to do that in the next gen car. I'd rather do it in an actual short track car like one of these or the late models. Even the street stocks I'd rather do it in. I feel like you'd have more of a fun race at that point. I'm stuck in the wall down the whole straightaway. But overall, this track seems like a lot of fun. I keep smacking the wall in these cars, though. I'm not used to the width of them. But like I said, next season, when these start to come around, or even like some hosted races, people start putting them up more with this track, would be a lot of fun. I think I saw earlier, there was some NASCAR Legends cars, like the 87 cars, on this track, which I thought was interesting. But I didn't want to just jump straight into it real quick in one of those. I felt like that would have been a handful and a half. These cars seem really nice here. The SK Modifieds are probably pretty good here as well. They don't have as much horsepower, but... Dang, I ran a 13.2 there. I feel like that's about as good of a lap as I can get out of that. That was pretty decent, I would say so. Even for not running these ever. And just having the fixed setup, too. Ran a 1 there, okay. Didn't know I was going to get quicker. You can really get the power down off the corner in these things if you have it pointed straight. The faster people are probably going to be in the 12s. Oh, I'm sideways on the way in. I'm drifting the corner. I got on the brakes a little hard there. Definitely could burn out your tires here real quick. Oh, there we go. Going around. Pushed the car a little too hard, but that was a lot of fun. I want to go back and see some of those laps because you look like you're flying around this track. I want to get like a better camera view. Like I want to stay in this TV1, but hang on. How do I fix that? How do I get rid of the multiple cameras on this thing? 'Cause I don't know how to do that. I want it to be a fixed camera. Alright, well I just found that TV Tower has a pretty good camera for all this anyways, so I want to go through, watch a couple of these laps. Because these cars are very quick here. Like, you get up on the gas and you're flying down these straightaways. I was like a second and a half faster in these cars than I was in the late model. Like, these things get up and go. I feel like these would be a lot of fun. These or the SK Modifieds, most likely. Especially the open wheel. Like, you get up on each other and you start beating and banging. There's going to be some people going flipping in these things for sure. I don't remember which one I had a really good... I think it was this lap was really good for me. I think I got on gas real early there. Got a good run down the straightaway and had a good 3 and 4 as well. But this track just seems like a lot of fun overall. Just these cars are a lot of fun here. This is a good short track, very good short track in my opinion. Really flat, definitely gonna be some bump and running at this track for sure. That's gonna be about the only way to pass. That's where I like slid into the damn corner. I skimmed the wall and then got on the brakes hard as hell. And was it this corner I spun out of? Yep. That was where I spun out. But I want to go jump into the street stocks as well and bring you guys back and see how they drive here. This track has a really good loading screen too. I really like it. It's really visually pleasing. It's got the torch over here to your left. The track looks great. The nighttime, it's weird how they don't have the dots around it like the actual track does. I don't know if that's just like they took this picture pre those dots or something. I have no clue. Or you can't really see them from this angle. But I changed it to nighttime as well. Wanted to see how it looked at night also. Let's see. Does this have an LA Coliseum? I would assume it does. There it is. Because I changed it to the morning for the modifieds that we tried out. I had it in the afternoon for the late models to start out with. Put it at the nighttime for the street stocks. These things are going to be really feel really slow around here now after running those other cars, but I feel like these will have a really good race here as well. You can really beat and bang in these cars a lot. There's a lot of give in these cars, I feel like, even though they have the updated... Oh, I'm all sorts of loose here. And these, the brakes are very touchy. The updated... What's it called? Damage model. Oh, I'm sideways. The updated damage model is on these, so that would be a lot of fun. Just parts laying around everywhere. I actually am running about the same time as we did in the late models. These might turn a little bit better through the corners than the late models do. Late models are just like a little bit bigger and bulkier. These street stocks, you can kind of turn a little bit quicker, and you get a little looser in this setup. Ran a 14.4, that's not bad. Definitely faster than we were in the late models. You can kind of have a, what's it called? Like a little bit of a class, like, race against each other. You can have street stocks, some late models. You might be able to throw the SK modifieds in there. I don't know exactly how fast they'd be. I don't know if they would be a little bit too fast or too slow for this race. But I feel like you could have a really good race between street stocks, late models, and maybe the SK modifieds. I think you can go a little bit quicker than I was in the late models, and I ran like a 14.6, 14.5-ish, I think. But this setup's definitely a little looser than the late model setup was, but this thing's also a little bit heavier in the, like, just the back end, and it gets really sideways. Drifting it off these corners. Not really what you want to do on a short track like this where you need to keep up your momentum. But just testing it out, this is a lot of fun. This would be a very good short track. But like I said, the NASCAR, like next-gen cars, I feel like they're going to be hectic as hell here. I think the real-life race, the actual clash in real life, is going to be really good. Because they have a lot more braking than they have in iRacing right now. They haven't updated it. Because I remember when Junior ran at Bowman Gray, him, Stewart, and Boyer, they were all saying how the brakes were a lot harder than the old Cup car was, last year's car that they had for a few years. So, a short track like this should be pretty decent on it. I think it'll be interesting to see on how it goes in February 6th. I'll definitely be watching it. I know the Pro Bowl's the same day, but the Pro Bowl is also a joke. I don't care about the Pro Bowl. I wish they would bring back the old Pro Bowl where they would have skills tests. That was more entertaining to watch, like way back in the day, like early 2000s. But overall, this track seems like a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I really do enjoy this track. Ooh, that lighting up there by the Coliseum archway looks really cool. I want to turn around and see that. That looks really nice. That looks really cool at night, at least. You can see all the lights going up at the Coliseum. That just looks good overall. I like the way that visually looks. But this track is a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. I want to go back to where I was sliding a whole bunch because that was fun. I was sliding all around off these corners. It seemed like on colder tires earlier on, I was definitely sliding a little bit more when I got on the throttle. I need to make a car for the street stocks. I haven't ran them in so long, but I need to make a car. Might keep it monster. I don't know. I think I made a monster car though, didn't I? I can't quite remember. I thought I made a monster car, but I'm not sure. I'll have to go back through my few that I've made and see if I have a monster car or not. I think I do though. I think I made it like a light blue monster energy car. But overall, this is a really good short track in my opinion. I can't wait for the next season, like I was saying, for these cars to be on these tracks for official races. I think it's going to be hectic, but I think it'll be a lot of fun as well. But let me know what you guys think. If you guys are excited for this track, and if you guys have tried it out, let me know what you think of it as well. And what cars did you try that I didn't? And what cars did you like? What cars did you not like? Overall, the 3 cars I tried, the Touring Modified, the Late Model, and the Street Stocks, I think all of them are a ton of fun. They were all really good here, in my opinion. I think the Late Model might have been the worst out of the 3. I think the Touring Modified would be the most fun because they're so quick down the straightaways. The Street Stocks probably be somewhere in the middle. You can get sideways like you've seen me been doing these last couple laps here. Getting sideways off these corners, burning up the right rear, and just trying to hang on to it. But overall, this track seems really nice. Well laid out. And it just looks beautiful inside this football stadium. Never really would have thunk of a football stadium track, because football stadium's really tiny. So I was really interested to see if they're like how they were going to pull this off when they decided to make it, but it looks awesome. So I'm interested to see it in real life and interested for the official races coming up next season. I cannot wait for it. So appreciate you guys for watching as always. Let me know what you guys think of the track, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one.